Wow! That's one of those plays that you call, and everything seems to happen exactly as it's scripted in the playbook.
Sound like some superheroes. Some black superheroes. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero.
You need a hero like me. Military mind state and I keep in a degree. You can label me a Huey P. Made a martyr out of Martin, out of Malcolm, out of Mecca. I refuse to let these dirty devils make Michael a beggar. A hero CEO, I will go Magneto for my people. Give me liberty or death, that is my credo, not my ego. Dressed in a tuxedo, into party, alter ego. Killed your leader in gazebo, did it for the people. Love what motivated, I did not do it for hatred. But I truly hate the devil, I cannot debate or fake it.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and off we go from Tampa. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. Dumps it off to Fournette. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Play action. Now it's Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Now Brady again.
Oh,
and
just
this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Out route, he finds his man. It's Jones. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. To throw is Brady. And eventually he's taken down here. Great coverage downfield, resulting in the sack. So Brady departs, and on is Ryan Succop for the Buccaneer field goal. Succop's kick is good, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
What's your set?
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
On 1, ready?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he'll get this to about the 40. It was Jamel Dean who came up to make the tackle.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
1-1, ready?
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Go.
Now it's Burrow. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score. Bengals 7, Buccaneers 3.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Brady with a quick throw here to Evans out wide. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On play action, now Brady. Airing this one out for Evans.
Come on, Mike.
Intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
Partner, when you're playing
Come on, Mike.
This is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory. This is intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Forced out to his left. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield. Everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Fournette, a first down carry. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And Rudolph has it left side. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs have regained the lead. Extra point put through by Sucker. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Thank you.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad.
Yeah. Sound like some superheroes. Black superheroes. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero.
You need a road like me. Military mind stated, and I keep in a degree. You can label me a Huey P. Made a martyr out of Martin, out of Malcolm, out of Mega. I refuse to let these dirty devils make Michael a beggar. A hero CEO, I will go Magneto for my people. Give me liberty or death, that is my credo, not my ego. Dressed in a tuxedo, it's a party alter ego. Killed your leader in gazebo, did it for the people. Love what motivated, I did not do it for hatred. But I truly hate the devil, I cannot debate or fake it. I was asked a question and the asker thought it hard. If I was facing death and I could ask what they...
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are a mile high at Broncos Stadium in Denver, Colorado. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. This one taken just inside the 10. And he returns this to the 22. They go play action now. Wilson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way home for a Broncos score. First play from scrimmage all the way into the end zone. And look, the pass was good, but that run after the catch, that's what was really impressive.
And I think the big question I have is, where were the safeties? Where was the tackling? Because going into this game, they had to know that they were going to be tested. That was a part of the defense that had to stand up. And on that play, not even close.
From the end zone, here comes Jalen Darden. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out. 1st and 10 at their own 37. From the gun, it's Brady. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. His throw incomplete. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had a big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Brady to throw.
Oh, my God.
To stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Fournette will score. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away from the 10. Now a hit and a loose football.
Oh, my God.
Buccaneers. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. Fournette again. And this time he'll run into a wall right at the 4-yard line. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Go, 66.
Now Brady. Godwin's got it. Touchdown Tampa Bay. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sika. And that makes the score 14-7.
Fucking gave myself up and he still fucking fumbled.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This faggot shit.
From the 10. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A first carry now. This is Williams. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress. Yeah,
we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And all the way home for a Broncos score. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okuwegu now. 35 yards. And the Broncos are an extra point away from evening this one up. McManus's point after is good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Darden now going to bring this one out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
Second down, back to Fournette.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And that's caught inside the 35. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Pretty entertaining start. 14-all the score on EA Sports. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try to run forward with Fournette, and he is going to lose yardage here. This Fournette territory here, and he's alone in the backfield on second and goal. He's going to get it again. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Leonard Fournette with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bucs are going to take the lead. Extra point put through by Succop. And the lead is now 21-14.
Bullshit ass kickoff shit.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Very short kick taken right at the 20.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Succop for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Very short kick taken right at the 20. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And now a hook up downfield on second down. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. Touchdown Broncos. Melvin Gordon from 21 yards away. And the Broncos are back within a score. Extra point from McManus is good. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson.
That's what I mean.
And the return will stop right around the 25.
You got to know as a quarterback that it's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position, and he's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
They'll start out here with the option left. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
Joe Tryon showing in pursuit that time, and he gets the tackle for loss.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The kick by McManus is good. And that'll bring him back within 4.
So the interception set him up a terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly
Come on, man.
In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This is caught by
Come on, man.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 35.
How about the first half he's putting together? Well over 100 yards already with that last catch. And to me, they'd be well served to keep looking his way. A number of big plays already in this one.
Brady now on 1st down.
Thank you.
They're looking for
Yeah.
Coolin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Yeah.
McManus's point after is good, and that gives him a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Dancing to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 40. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Fournette running out of the gun. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Succop's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take him the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Brady. He completes this to Russell Gage. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
So this game tied at the half, and if you wondered who would come up with the first big play in this third quarter, we have our answer.
Well, in basketball, you know how they tell you to have active hands defensively? I think the same thing applies here. Nice job there prying the ball free. And now their guys have a chance to take the lead if they can put something together. The beauty of doing it in football, you don't get called for a foul if you hit their arms.
And this is called.
Nope.
For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Brady to throw on second down. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin.
God.
Inside the 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Buccaneers take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. Extra point up and good by Succop. And they will take a 7-point lead. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. From just inside the 20, a short kick. Yeah, he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Cousin Fierce?
The ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That was a long pass attempt downfield, and the ball was popped up in the air. And how come things go from really fast to almost slow motion when the ball's up in the air and the defender's unable to haul it in before it hits the ground?
From the gun on third down, Wilson. Caught left side, Williams. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here's Wilson.
Got a man. It's Judy, complete.
Touchdown. Jerry Judy. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the third quarter.
Extra point from McManus is good.
Took 1 turnover.
Run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter.
Took 1 turnover.
The NFL on EA Sports. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter.
Darden now going to bring this one out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
A gain of 3, second down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Fournette once more on second down.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
45 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here.
As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
2nd down, back to Fournette.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Fournette on the counter.
And he'll take this down to the 33.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. To throw on 2nd and 6, Brady. And this is caught.
Come on, man.
5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Up the gut, Fournette, and he's into the
We're going for 2.
Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Buccaneers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point put through by Succop, and they will take a 7-point lead. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
Partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. 16 more on that one and another 1st down. Now Wilson. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Throwing now is Wilson. That's caught left side by Judy. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Wilson to throw. That's out to the flat for Gordon. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. Darden now going to bring this one out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the save calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. On now is Ryan Succop for the field goal try. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And the 13-year man puts it through, and it'll be a hot time in Ybor tonight. The Bucs have won the football game.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
Yeah, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
And I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I'll pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit up, live in the moon up, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise. Make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara.
Milk up the poppy.
We've got a good matchup on tap between the Miami Dolphins and the San Francisco 49ers. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Santa Clara. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
They'll start with Davis Price on the ground.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Second down, and again, it's Davis Price.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon.
That's caught downfield by Kittle.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 25 yards that time.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 35-yard line.
Garoppolo's throw complete here to Ayuk. They'll get it inside the 20.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
This one caught by Kittle. And the 49ers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
It's a bit of a dangerous part of the field for them to break into their bag of tricks, but for a minute there, I thought it was going to set up perfectly for them. Instead, they don't get into the end zone, but they do pick up positive yardage.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
They'll try and run for it with Davis Price.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
From the 3-yard line again, they'll try and punch it in here on 3rd and goal.
65.
They'll try and run. Here's Davis Price.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just a field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10
at their own 19-yard line. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. They complete it to Hill. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a third down coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Tua sets up to pass it. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. But Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep, Ray McLeod. Oh, good move. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2nd down. Here's Davis Price. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I got you.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
And that is incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Here we go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
21.
Garoppolo again. And able to haul it in is Kittle. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle, 36 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On play action,
Here's Tua. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Tua to Tyreek for the Miami first. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his one-on-two matchup.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
Let's go.
Second down and another run returns. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
And going deep for Hill. And got his man complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 39 yards there, a big one.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they've been seeking.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Mostert. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run.
Touchdown Dolphins. Tyreek Hill in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. He finds Kittle going across the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Davis Price on 1st and 10.
Great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
From the gun, it's Tua. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Tua going to throw.
Going right back to Wilson.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw here going to be caught by Wilson.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 39. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Tua to throw again.
That's going to be caught by Waddle.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
Javon Kinlaw coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Sanders' kick is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So they come away from this opening drive in the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
That was sick, man.
All the way across the 40.
Well, that return gives them a
That was sick, man.
to go out in front.
That was sick.
Defense respond after giving up that type of a return.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense.
That was sick,
in the same
man.
vein.
That was sick, man. That was sick.
5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Sick,
First
bro.
down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. 2nd down, and again it's Davis Price. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. And this one too low.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Here we go, here we go.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Garoppolo. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And everybody thinking about the possible field goal on 4th. It would be 58 yards from here. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 51 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
And not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
First down, and they go right back to Davis Price. A pretty decent gain on the tough run before he's brought down at the 25. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Another touch for Davis Price. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Davis Price up the middle. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Give to Davis-Price up the middle here.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Here we go, here we go.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal.
Here's a give to Davis-Price.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Now a toss to Davis-Price running left.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
Going for it. Here's Davis-Price.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown.
And that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Waddle going to bring this out of the end zone now. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Tagovailoa.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Open man is Waddle, complete.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Tua.
And his throw here is incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Tua's throw caught by his receiver, Hill.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those.
Now Tua. Connecting with Hill. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
Here's Tua. Finding Waddle crossing the field and bringing it in. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Got a man, it's caught.
Oh my!
Yes,
Right there, man.
So they get the late score they
Fucking
needed.
God.
And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final.
I'm literally right there, man.
The heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown. They're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we may very well be headed to overtime. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
Fields this way up at the 17. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth.
Now Garoppolo lost the
I slid.
They'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
I fucking slid, man.
To sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive,
I fucking slid, bro.
Which he didn't.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. They like going to him.
I fucking slid.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he has got it from 50.
I fucking slid, man.
That was never in doubt. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And the 49er hands team does its job.
So
A
funny.
fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done.
Corny.
Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the QB chain birth most of chains in the game? No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies, family size. Leather bombers and Nike Sacais. Dangerous born that you better pray that tomorrow arrive. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to eat device for me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know her way around the storm. Making hits with hit boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused, spoil little boys, y'all better keep your poise. Leave me out of the weasel. Be cool when you see me, I'm hot at all that rap deep. The hood know you, so we don't borrow, believe in it. Locked in on the instrumental, I took back the key to this. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. What I'm saying, top 3, I'm not number 1. How could you post that? I would have
This is so corny, man.
I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. What I'm saying, people saying what's already been said. Predictions, I don't listen, it's already in my head, no funny. Your most hungry place.
We are about 10 miles or so southwest of downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
Tonight, we've got a good AFC matchup on tap between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Los Angeles Chargers.
McPherson has this one teed up, and we are underway in Southern California. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Herbert trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Logan Wilson.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TD.
So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
Chargers, nothing.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Fresh off of 6 the other way, it's Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred.
It's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Von Bell.
And the Bengals are going to take over here up near the 40. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
They go play action with Burrow. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? And they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football. Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they're a full part of the passing game. And we see a lot of big plays, as we just saw there.
13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. Well, they told us that he was just going to be a bear to defend. And usually tight ends are, Charles, but he's no exception to that rule. His second catch in the opening possession, and it gets him a first down.
Yeah, and they certainly saw something on his earlier reception. He went back and reported what he found. And one of the things about him, he's like a wide receiver to me, Brandon. He has a great sense of space and understanding where defenders are.
Well, we talk all the time, Charles, and it kind of gets cliche about the hands that he has, but really it's the truth. For a tight end, some of the best hands in the game.
Here we go.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Bengals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Evan McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Pick.
I just scraped it off the top, cut it on the road, on the dirt, on the block. We already told, I don't worry about 10 o'clock. We were deep in the streets, shut that baby, they miss a lot. Whenever I come, the word I should do, I'm moving with a 2, I paid it at the football. Yeah, tell me what I gotta do. Pull up in a bucket coupe, one for me and one for you. Yeah, like what the I'm off the chain, I'm coming loose. Yeah, I'm off the chain, I'm off the noose. Yeah, get them picked off Bentley white like cotton. Residential, so good, my doors don't got a lock. Watch the dirty money with oxy. I miss cause I'm off. Yeah, this bigger than a damn proxy. Call my he said, get that fuck like a boogie. I like riches, hit like nookies. You ain't scared of no, but you scared to put on your hoodie. Man, my like Woody.
This should be a blowout.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. We've got what should prove to be a good one between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Los Angeles Rams.
And off we go from SoFi Stadium.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Josh Allen providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Here's Riley Dixon now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. On the return, here's Agnew. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A give, running right, ETN. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. They'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up the first down.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 24, Lawrence completes it to Evan Ingram. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Oh, what the fuck, man?
A 24-yard touchdown. And the Jags are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Extra point by Patterson. Open good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now a first down throw, Stafford. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 24 yards the gain there, another first down as well.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. throws complete to Cooper Kupp.
And he's going to get this down near the 25. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Now a play fake and it's Stafford. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the red zone now, Stafford.
They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Here's a run with Akers on second down.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Henderson will try and run for the first. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Stafford throwing quickly. Complete out wide. Touchdown, Rams!
Allen Robinson on the receiving end from Matthew Stafford. And the Rams are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Now Lawrence to throw on second down.
They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. That's complete to Travis Etienne out of the backfield. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Now Lawrence.
This one complete to Christian Kirk. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Finds his tight end Ingram. Touchdown!
These guys can't cover, man.
Second touchdown here this first half. And the Jaguars will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
I don't like this playbook. It's too simple, man. No double A gap looks, nothing. It's pretty much just relying on AD and Jalen Ramsey to be
after
to
the
shut you like
touchdown,
this.
Cook now to kick this one away. Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
It's pretty much just relying on Jalen Ramsey and AD to dominate. Like no scheme or none.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together and maybe get in the field goal range. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Stafford's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. And he will have a first down as they're into field goal range now at the 30. Again, it's Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Now Stafford. And he's got it. That's caught for a Ram touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10.
At their own 18.
They'll look to ETN to start things out.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The all-everything defensive tackle, Aaron Donald, the one who made the play there.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Lawrence will throw.
This complete to Jones. So the completion good for 7 there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Now Lawrence to throw. A slant to Jones. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st.
Lawrence going to get this to ETN.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Again, it's Lawrence. And this one into the hands of Ingram downfield.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive. And here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Now Lawrence.
They shakes him off. Binds, but now he's swallowed up and taken down.
Finally hauled down for the 1st time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop it.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
Lawrence. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Tanner Rapp with a pick. And the Rams are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Now left side on this swing pass. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Right off the bat, it's a 1st day to start the drive, 12 yards.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, they're hoping that the 2nd half is better for him than the 1st half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Going right back to Akers.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Now it's Stafford. And he fires one that's intercepted. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before, Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Ernest Jones there for the tackle.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop the jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
I'm ready.
This offense so far on third down, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And this is going to be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Patterson's kick is good.
And they take a 17-14
That much momentum for it. Oh,
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Stafford going to give this to Akers.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action, Stafford.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Stafford.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Aluakin.
And this one will be brought back to the 22.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop it behind the line.
Excellent effort defensively. Tackle for loss goes to Leonard Floyd.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2, now Lawrence.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars.
whatever.
Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate food from all of the base. My A-spoon going big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm Deion Sanders on haters, this ice bucket dropping over their head with it. They should have cred with it. You either fight or flight, I ain't one for the ledge living. I do it for the one that died or fed millions. With soul food, clothes, and stock my bad kitchen. I'm liberated. I drew a play that they ain't illustrated. I make a move, they gladly imitate it. I ain't flattered, I'm a dragon to your paper castle. The Alpha and Omega, promise it ain't nothing after. A new beginning. My catalog like James Earl Jones or ever living. Imagine if I did make beats that's more for killing. Imagine if you come from the south out my city. You probably wouldn't make it, oh yeah, really. I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. Ain't no mileage of $4 configure the road I travel. Don't gravel that probably baffle it. Label scribble on paper, they wanna shackle it. I own my masters and royalties, you can't raffle it. Wrist drip like a mango, fingertip like I'm Thanos. Knocking doors down, no bangles. Without a Kango, tailor-made. Walk with a limp, them bands is heavy, I need a brace. I am money, I guess the world is just a safe combination needed, not a coca key. I'm the
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, it's an AFC North matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns.
Ready to get us started, it's Cade York.
And off we go from Cleveland.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Right to the air is Jackson. This throw by Isaiah Likely.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. Defense is always talking about not letting Lamar Jackson get comfortable. A good job there on his opening drive of making him uncomfortable.
And you're talking about doing it so early in the game because all week long, there's been anxiety on the defensive side of the ball. How do we keep this guy hemmed in? How do we tackle him?
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted.
John Johnson with the INT. And the Browns are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Justin Madubuike working his way to the quarterback that time.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Watson, they'll go screen here to Hunt.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson.
And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way you wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Grant Delpit.
And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his 2nd interception.
After the interception, here's Watson. Touchdown, Browns.
Deshaun Watson on target to David Njoku. And the Browns take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They go play action now. Jackson.
Open man is Duvernay.
20.
The fuck, Denzel?
All the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Justin Tucker for the extra point.
The fuck,
It's
Denzel?
up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, but also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
These two teams all tied after 1. Watson off play action. Steps away to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's James. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They go with Chubb on 2nd down.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Faking the give. Now Watson. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku.
And he is going to have a Browns 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he's going to be down close to a 1st down at the Ravens 38. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. But he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsom. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open, otherwise just...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
That's the NFL vet Calais Campbell coming in and dragging him down. Well, they tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
I like the thinking there because right after a sack, it can be a great time to call for a screen to your running back and use the eagerness of the defense against him. Able to gain some positive yards out of this one and make things a little bit easier for him on 3rd down.
from the gun on third. Watson. Another completion here to Hunt. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw, Watson. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
York able to send this one through.
How's that for me?
Up by 10 now, 17-7.
That's ultimate weather for me.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points. Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Grant Delpit.
There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. The coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off of play action, it's Watson.
That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league.
Bro, what
they
the
don't
fuck?
want to be a victim to it themselves.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
A give running right is Chubb. And
Go
he gets
down.
inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Watson will step away, and out comes Cade York to handle this 4th down field goal try for the Browns.
Made his first. This now from 42 yards out.
York able to send this one through.
And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10.
Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. So a very important first drive of the 3rd quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Browns drive about to get started. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, the fact you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and
That's a fucking beast, man.
be taken with another
love running this
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Completes it right side to Cooper. And this will be good for a
I love
pickup
running
of
with
9
Nick
to the 46.
I love running with Nick Chubb, man. Dude's a fucking beast. More powerful.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
His ball's not going in the air, risking it.
They go up the middle with Chubb. 97 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Ball's not going in the air.
Idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point in the game.
Too tight.
That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
Let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
Here we go on fourth. Watson.
Oh.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on fourth down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Now Jackson.
And this
Whoa!
is out for a late touchdown.
Denzel Ward getting shitted on.
This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got
Denzel Ward getting shitted on. That is insane.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your
Denzel Ward getting shitted on.
Side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Of course, they had the option.
What the fuck?
To not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Jackson.
Thank you.
And
Game over.
Intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
Thank you. Game over.
Back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
York now for the extra point.
Game over.
And the lead is up to 14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
Throwing, Jackson.
And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Tucker now for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
And trouble trying the middle here. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
Chill, boy.
I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just